Hello all. So I thought I would clarify some of the points that I've made in past videos about the CO2 numbers here on the planet Earth. What I meant by high CO2 numbers is historically, as long as humans have been on the planet, we have never gone over 300 parts per million in CO2 counts. And at those numbers, we end up with a full jungle from the North Pole to the South Pole. All continents are full of jungle. But these days, we've shot up to over 405 parts per billion, when we should be going way, way down. We're on the down scale of CO2. It's barely going down at all. But, so that's my point, is that the Earth does fluctuate up and down as much as 10 degrees C. But where we're headed is far beyond anything humans have ever experienced, or even mammals, or most life forms other than amoebas and that sort of thing, have experienced what we're going to go into very shortly. So that brings up another point, is that the Orange administration here in the U.S. is making the EPA relax most of all methane restrictions on oil and gas. This will create far more methane emissions escaping into the atmosphere. These are very powerful greenhouse gases, which will help extremophile our weather. But let's go over to the board real quick and look at what today's CO2 is. So on September 12th, 2018, the official CO2 count is 405.65 parts per million. September of 2017 saw 403.50 parts per million. That's just not good. Now, there is quite a delay between the CO2 count and the temperature rise. And let's not forget that these temperature rises in the past took over 1,000 years, maybe even 1,000,000 years to occur. Not just a measly 3 or 4 years. This is instant. And as soon as the libido of the planet catches up to the CO2 count, oh man, we're in uncharted territory. How are you living inside of a very hot sauna? That's what's coming if we don't do anything. It's going to come in our lifetime. Living inside of a sauna without any relief ever. We must do something. Curb the CO2 out of the atmosphere in any way you can. Drive less, use bicycle, use public transportation, use your own 2 feet. There's so many things we can do. And as far as curbing methane, again, we can curb that by not eating meat, because meat causes more methane, and dairy also causes a lot of methane because of dairy cows. So if you're a cheese eater, you may want to instead eat goat cheese. But then again, goats also cause a lot of methane. We can't win when our numbers are this high, at over 7.6 billion people and rising exponentially. So, do what you can do. Comment on the comment section if you can. Add to my video if you'd like with your own information. I definitely appreciate the last comments on the last video, and the ups and the downs, and the new subscribers. And until next time.